Folks, Passion on Fire has put out a video asking all of us rock hounds to give our explanation of what we think rock art is. Now, what I am going, I'm going to try to explain. Now, I will be using animal crackers. I'll be using my breakfast to show you what I mean, and also try to convince you that trees lay eggs. But I am a bit limited because all of the stones that I have are the ones that I go get with my golf cart. So I haven't gone to any other place or creek or anywhere really to just go look to see if I can prove my theory. I'm just based this theory on the stones that I found on top of this hill. First of all, these folks took a rock and then sliced off edges of it and removed these pieces of cortex or whatever, searching for the look of the inside of the stone that they have been working for hundreds of thousands of years, so they know how to work up stone. They're looking for the heart of the stone. And then they take this rock, set it in a position, and one of those sliced off areas that shows the best way to split the stone basically is the center heart of the stone. And but these cortexes that come off, or these pieces that come off here, they're also made into tools. Now, from these softer stone, they're made into tools and more images I find on the softer stone. Now comes the definition that Passion on Fire is looking for. How to name this art. Well, this is just a shot in the wind here, but the tools that have carvings on them, I really feel like it's tool art. But I'm finding more and more carved pieces that are not a tool. So those are the ones that I would definitely call an effigy or rock art, not tools. So I don't know. There's effigies and there's tool art. But anyway, that doesn't mean nothing right now. But the question is, how would I explain rock art? Well, folks, I have to revert to my initial training that I started in my early 20s. There was something that happened when I got back from Nam, and I was in Tulsa, and I had my hair long, and two thugs beat me up real bad. It took me a month or two to get, or more longer to get over it. But anyway, during that period of my life, my early 20s, I started taking self-defense lessons, and I started studying Zen Buddhism, and I have studied all of D.T. Suzuki's writings, and I have books on it, and Cohen's, and all this kind of stuff. I don't know if anybody's understanding what I'm saying right now, but it gives me a different perspective on how to see anything and all things, and the lack of attachment to anything and all things, and seeing nothing has allowed me to see everything. Well, now that's a pretty big statement there, which I won't go into. But to explain rock art, I have to realize that there's no way I can. I have to let the rocks explain themselves without any attachment or judgment or any of my other stuff that could add to the mixture, such as condensation or judgment. Anyway, all I can do is listen to the rock. And these are the different stories that the rock are telling me. They're telling me that there are birds, images that are setting down, that are not in flight. There are bird images that are not in flight. They're standing up. Now, I'll have to go through all of these one by one, and that could take some time, and I'm not doing that right now. But I'm saying those three different types of bird images that I'm finding. Ones that are standing up, ones that are sitting down. Now, there are I'm about to lose my train of thought. I don't want to. But there's other images. There's bison. There's and there's rabbits. Now, the rabbit image with this here might look like a feather and a human image, but they're not. They're rabbits. I have enough human images to show the difference in the facial expressions that are put on stones that have human images on them. There are other birds shown. There's owls. There's and cave bear. Cave bear. Plus a whole bunch of other stuff on this one. Now, I don't talk about it because I like to think about peace, but I am aware of war. But if I was to put myself in a position of 25,000 years ago, I would want some sort of self-defense thing with me. Of course, it would be like a tomahawk, an axe, which could be used to break up kindling or whatever. But some of these just have a look and images that makes them look like they were made as a self-defense weapon. Anyway, that's one of the things that I don't readily research, but I am aware of it, and I'm glad that others do research the axe, the tomahawk. But of course, it's a self-defense no matter what, whether it's another person or an animal. But I know that a small hand axe like that, I started carrying this around when I was 14 years old. And because there was some bullies that I had to, at least one, and then they left me alone. They knew I carried a stick and I would use it. Now, it has other meanings to it, but it was also a stick that I needed sometimes to teach lessons, I guess. But Gabe has brought up something in his videos about the fossils or the stones that have what appears to be an egg in them. This is a research. Now, this is another, I think, is a weapon or a self-defense tool. But on these, on all of these that has these little, what looks like an egg, I keep seeing a thunderbird protecting it. And sometimes a panther I'm not sure whether he's protecting it, but he's always has it in his mouth. I need to go more into images and show you where I see the thunderbird and where I see the panther on these. But some of them are quite plain. Some are not so plain, but I can see the thunderbird, his mouth wide open, as if he's protecting the egg. I guess that's what I'm trying to get to. I don't know whether to associate this particular shape in the carving as an egg, as an egg, or a moon, or the sun. I somehow don't think that 25,000 years ago folks would have associated these round circles with the earth. I can understand why the folks felt like they were on the back of a turtle. See, there's so much. And to say, what do I think rock art is? It'd be silly to even begin. There's so many avenues, so many paths that can be taken in this understanding of rock art. But my basic foundation is that it was a Stone Age. They had to have tools. And on most of these, I can show you the tool use. Some, I don't think they have tool use. I think they're just carvings, which to me, I would call them effigies. The art that's on the tools, oh, well, who cares? I don't want to put words to nothing. That's like saying, what is the opposite of love? Well, the opposite of love is envy. Envy, the enemy of love. So, to describe things with words without feelings is not something I am used to doing. And Gabe, I really enjoy watching you looking into the mystery of the egg, or moon, or sun. But there's one thing that I would like to say. Even the trees lay eggs.